Genge and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Uncomfortable Growth, hosted by your girl, Google and Zumba, Jujule to assist you to some. To my returning subscribers, I hope that you guys are well at home, alright? And to those that are passing by, okay, I hope you like what you see and you join the gang and please. I hope you like what you see and you join the gang and please. I hope you watch it and you join that gang and please. Okay, alright, let's get inside. You know the vibe. I was gonna say party inside, but like I just said, let's get inside. So, guys, I hope that you guys are well, alright? I hope that you're having a lovely day. Happy Valentine's Day, especially to my single shorties, and I'm gonna get into that in a bit. Actually, not even my single shorties. Happy Valentine's Day to the single people, okay? I just want to spread some love on this day where I know it can just be like, just a freaking reminder that like you're not in a relationship, okay? You're not gonna have the whole razzle dazzle. Actually, you can do it for yourself, but maybe someone ain't doing it for you, and that's what you'd like and prefer. But I'm doing my makeup. I am in a bit of a rush, and I always do this. I always think like, okay, I'm gonna be on time, I'm gonna start early, and that just did not happen for me today, but it's okay. I feel like I can get it done. I'm kind of doing like a basic beat-ish. You know when you say that, and then you start doing your makeup, and then it takes a left? Yeah. I'm going in with my foundation. On my face right now, have the Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base Lumiere by MAC. I got this in a PR package once, and then I just started buying it because I love it. I love it so much. She the girl she thinks she is. And I'm currently going through a thing with makeup. Like, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to see what I like, what works for me. So I'm just trying new products. And I am currently using the Lancome foundation. I really like it. This is in the shade 410N. 410N. That's me. I really like it. It doesn't oxidize also, so I feel like that helps me a great deal. This is not a makeup tutorial. You know what I'm saying? I be trying my makeup. Sometimes it be landing and sometimes it don't. But I thought to just kind of do like I should be using a different brush. Okay, but I thought like to just do a bit of a catch up. Sorry guys if I'm looking over you, past you, there's a mirror right behind you. So yeah, this is like the best setup I could come up with. But I thought to just do a little chit chat, you know, talk all things love, especially as a single person, and knowing that this day can be like just really rough, and a reminder that like you ain't got nobody. And it's okay, it's okay. My skin is also just very textured right now, like it's going through something. I feel like I'm experiencing a hormonal breakout. Just give me a break, give me a chance. It's also very hot, so please don't be shocked when you guys see me pull out my fan, because like I don't want to sweat when I'm doing my makeup, because then it just defeats the purpose. And when it comes to makeup also, I feel like I'm learning again, you know. I don't have a set routine. Things change. One day I do this first, the next day I do a different thing. Am I trying to break an egg? The next day I do a different thing first. So yeah, just know that I'm going with the flow. I'm doing the best I can. But I realized yesterday that in 2 days time it's Valentine's Day. Yesterday being the 12th of February, and I think it's so easy to forget about the day. I'm not on social media right now, so I haven't been seeing like Valentine's Day content also, and I think that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, I think when you're not in a relationship, it's not really a day you look forward to celebrating. And I know that like some people really don't like Valentine's Day, especially when you don't have a partner, and that's very valid. But I've just really come to enjoy each season that I'm in. I know that whatever season I'm in will not last forever. So if I am single, I've really come to enjoy the fact that I am with nobody and that I have the time to do the things that I want to do. I don't know what it is also about being single, but whenever I am, I just feel like I have more time. And I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably not a good thing. But I just find myself having more time to spend with God, and that it's really just the two of us, and I don't have to think about anyone else's feelings. And it's about me, work, and the work that God wants to do within me and in my life. So yeah, I've come to enjoy it. I am using, guys, the Switch Beauty Skinny Legend. I wanted to use number 2 because number 3 can be pretty dark for me, but I left number 2 at home. And I think it's because I use it. So I'm gonna just do what I can with what I've got. Yeah, so I thought to maybe record this video especially for the single peeps out there, that I know that maybe today isn't full with romance in the way in which you'd like, and that it might remind you that you are a bit single and without anyone, but that's okay. I feel like your time is coming. In life, we go through seasons, and again, I'm a strong believer in that whatever season you're in, you're learning the things that you need to learn. And I think having a time in your life where you can primarily just prioritize yourself and not have to think about someone else and really just have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want it, is also a blessing. And also just finding comfort in the fact that, like, I don't think that'll be your situation forever. Personally, I don't think it will be mine forever. Obviously, God could have different plans, and like maybe marriage isn't in his plans for me, but like personally, I know they are. Don't ask me how I know. I just know that I'm finna get married one day. Okay? So for as long as I'm not married, I'm just learning to enjoy my seasons of singleness, because there will be a time where I look back on being single, or rather when I'm married, I will be like, oh damn, when I was single, shorty, you did not have to ask nobody for anything. You did not have to consider someone. You had all of this free time, you were just solely responsible for yourself. And I think that's a really beautiful part of life and something we should like celebrate. I don't like some of I want to say the propaganda, but the message that is relayed to us singletons, or that shared, or that people feel towards people who are single, and that you're like miserable. I know having a person is nice, having someone to lean on, support you, cuddle, spoil you, all of those things are really nice. But I also think that like if God has put you in a season of singleness, it is for a reason, and it's because he's doing a work within you. And I also kind of look at it as God preparing me again for whatever it is that he's going to bring. When I say it's hot, it is hot. Also, I've just been in my wig era. I know why, but at the same time, I cannot wait to get braids, because I feel like wigs make me feel that much more hot, and I don't like that. But yeah, I also think that like I've come to really enjoy being single, or like, have I come to enjoy it? I've come to appreciate the seasons of singleness in my life, because I have grown to see that maybe when I am in a relationship, I'm not as focused. When I am seeing someone, the priority isn't me, it isn't work. Some of the things that I do for myself in my daily routine, I'm no longer doing because I'm consumed by somebody else. And I think naturally, when you're in a relationship, someone will take a lot of your time, which is cool. But I think that God really wants for me to like master the art of still learning how to take care, or still being able to take care of myself and do the things that he wants for me to do even while seeing someone. And maybe I just need to learn that a little more whilst I'm like single. And I don't see a problem in that. But also, yeah, I don't know. I kind of used to be... about to say I kind of used to be a bitter babe, but like not bitter, but when you come out of a relationship and you're just scorned and you're scarred and you're just like, ugh, I don't want anything to do with that, I hate niggas. I think I really lived that era of my life a very long time ago, and I'm so grateful to God. Yeah, and that's no longer the case for me, and I think it's because I choose better. And I know sometimes when we have dating experiences, it's very easy to blame the people that we're seeing. And I mean, sometimes someone really doesn't give you a good experience and they do traumatize you, and you know what? That's just facts. Before I continue, guys, this bag's a bit dirty, but I'm using brushes from Hermosa Floor. I just cannot speak today, so bear with me. But they were on special. I got the email and I was like, I actually do need brushes. So this is what they look like. It has like a bamboo wood situation, and then oh, can you not focus on me? It says Hermosa Floor over there. I don't think you can see it properly, but super cute. I think it's about 10 brushes. They were like 400 and something rand. So I was like, okay, I need some brushes anyways. Like I said, guys, I be trying new things. I am using the Benefit Cakeless Concealer. I actually really like her, but I think the star of the show when it comes to my concealing is really my setting powder. Like the setting powder I use now, I just can't believe that I wasn't using it before. And I do think it's actually quite the popular powder. So I don't really know why I was nurturing myself a nice time. I mean, it's expensive. That's why I was nurturing myself a nice time. But yeah, so I think when you allow yourself to choose better And I think you can only choose better by dating around, finding what you like, knowing what you're about, what your non-negotiables are, what you expect, and all of that. Because as much as you can heal when you are single and you can do all of the work, I think the real test is being in a relationship. And that's why I really do advocate for dating and relationships, because I think it's really important for you to put what you've learned to practice and have someone else be able to mirror you and also to be able to call you out. And it's not fun all the time and it can be triggering, but I think it's very important for growth and with allowing myself to like make better choices. But yeah, so I have really just learned my lessons from past dating experiences. I'm not the kind of person who likes to repeat a mistake. I'm not the kind of person who likes to repeat a lesson. When my feelings get hurt, I am alert. Wash up. When my feelings get hurt, I am alert. I'm alert. Okay? I'm alert because I don't want to go through the same thing. I don't want to put myself in the same position. If I feel like someone isn't good for me, then I need to realize what it is that I didn't like about them, didn't like about that situation, didn't like about who I was in that situation, in order to never repeat it. And yeah, and I think that like, again, sometimes it really is because of the person and they're just like terrible. But in the same breath, I think we are responsible for who we see and we are responsible for the people we choose. And you have to make the decision to want better for yourself and to choose better for yourself. And I know that like sometimes as honeys, you know, it's whole like bad boy. I've never been into that personally. Like I think, okay, let me not say never, but like high school maybe was when I was into that. But like, oh, am I lying? Okay, high school for sure, but maybe like early varsity, I thought I liked something that I didn't really like or something I wasn't ready for at the time, right? But yeah, I'm not really into that. I like an honest person. I like a genuine person. I like a loyal person. I like a decent person. I don't like to the rah-rah. I don't like to while. I'm now going in with my NARS in the color Orgasm. I really like it. I just feel like I chose a shade that's a bit too light for me. So I do have to put on quite a bit in order to see the color. But like, I think that's a me thing, not the product thing. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like I'm really attracted to like stability, someone who knows what they want, someone who knows who they are. You know, I feel like when you're younger, you can be taken by a lot of things. You know, I guess the thrill and the excitement of things are, or rather the thrill and the excitement in certain situations is what can get you to commit to things that you really shouldn't be in, you know? And I feel like each thing has its time. And if you have a moment that's like that, that's also okay. You know, I think the important thing is to continuously learn. But just through choosing better partners for myself, I have really allowed myself to have better dating experiences, you know? Like I really don't come out scorned, traumatized. And again, like as much as someone can suck, I think there is a lot of power in choosing like a good person and having better taste. And I think the older you get and the more you date, the better your taste becomes. So yeah, I think it's really cool. And I think that's what also allows for me to be so positive about being single, and knowing that like when things haven't worked out, it wasn't because like, you know, the person was ain't shit or I was ain't shit, but rather just that it just wasn't meant to be. And that's okay. And that happens. And also like, oh, I'm so happy I'm at a point in my life where I can normalize healthy breakups. You know, like I think I went through a phase where every time I was done with someone, it was just like, I want nothing to do with you, you know, and yeah, block and delete. And I mean, I do believe in that still. Like I don't like giving people access to me unnecessarily. So if you don't have to be in my life, you just won't. But yeah, I think it's also really cool when you can be cordial. Like, I don't hate you, you don't hate me. All is good in the hood. It just wasn't meant to be. And I think that again, that comes from the experience that you offer someone. So if you're decent, then having that as a reality is like the chances of that are more likely. Like I said, guys, my English bundles are depleted. Like I was talking to someone earlier today and I just could not piece together a sentence for the life of me. So but yeah, I think the whole point of dating is to make mistakes, is to learn yourself, is to find what you like. You don't have to get it right the first time. And I think that's why we date different people. And people come into our lives at a time that is right for them to exist in our lives, you know. I think that everyone that I have seen I needed to see them at that point in my life, and I needed to learn certain lessons, and like still very much like you know, I'm more for growth and all of those good things, but I am someone who's just kind of like, I just wish I didn't do certain things, and I still do feel like that, even though, give me a second, even though, oh guys, the star of the show, my fighter, is the Hoodie Beauty, your Hoodie Beauty, do you see what I'm saying? Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This is in the color Blondie. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I had definitely seen the makeup girlies and the TikTok girlies talk about it and say that they like it. And I don't know why I wasn't willing to try it, besides the fact that she is expensive. Like, makeup is not easy. So when people say, did you pay for the honey? That's such a real thing, dog. Like, NARS, and I'm gonna price these things because I bought them the other day. So I'm just well aware of how much they are. But like when I went into NARS and I was like, okay, yeah guys, I really want to try your liquid blush. She was like, okay, cool. Get to the total. She's like, oh, that's only 700 and something rand. And I was like, ah. Like even her saying that's only, it was cute. And I said to her, I was like, I see what you're doing, and you know what? Shout out to you. You're really doing your job. But it's not just only. Like 700 and something rand. Just hold on. There is sweat, and I'm gonna ruin this. 700 and something rand for blush is crazy. It is crazy, and I feel like, oh, this Huda powder I bought on special, which is really nice. ARC was having a sale, so it was like 20% off. So I think I bought it for like 500 and something, but I think normally it goes for 6 something. But either way, I love the finish. I have no problems with this. My under eyes don't crack, and I feel like my concealer was the worst part of my makeup because it would just crack sometimes, and I would not know what I'm doing wrong. So yeah, like this powder is really giving me the confidence to just really know that, like, okay, cool. Once I set, once I set, I'm good. So yeah, I think choosing better partners has changed my life, and I really want to encourage people to do that. Also, you know, this whole thing of like having a type, sometimes your type doesn't want you, sometimes your type isn't working for you, and I think you just need to choose a different type. Like different things. Learn to like different things at some point, you know? Like, yeah, it's about the personal experience that you have with someone, but sometimes you just keep going for the same thing, my babes, and it's not working. It's not working, it's not doing you well, it's not doing you good. So if anything, you're just traumas, you're sad, you're crying, you're down, babes. Like, who wants that? No one. Come on. So yeah, I think that's been the really cool part about dating, like not in my late 20s, but dating as I've gotten older, is just knowing what I want, what I don't want, what I stand for, what I don't stand for. I know the kind of treatment I deserve, I know what I'm looking for, and if it's not there, I didn't. It's a wrap. Sorry. But yeah, I think also just relationships have really taught me a lot about myself. Like, I am someone who's very self-aware. So, you know, I do like the whole like, oh yeah, I know what my triggers are. I know what my problems are. I know what the things that I need to work on are. But the gag is that when you do enter a relationship, is that no matter how self-aware you are, the person you're seeing is most likely going to see other things that you haven't picked up, which I think is a good thing. You know, it's good to have someone be able to show you that, like, okay, good. You are doing the work, you're doing the things, but that doesn't mean that there aren't certain things that you aren't aware of or certain areas that you can work on. And I actually had this conversation with a friend at his birthday, and we were talking to the fact that, like, when you're in a relationship, you may think you're the perfect partner, and then boom, bam, you're not. And how does that feel? How does it feel knowing that some of your insecurities, some of your shortcomings, your shortfalls are being highlighted? And I responded and I was like, honestly, it's embarrassing because I just feel like I should know better. And he said it shouldn't be embarrassing because you know that you move with good intentions. So regardless of what you did at that time, it didn't come from an evil place. It wasn't done in malice. You didn't do it to break that person's heart. You didn't do it like weirdly, with weird intent. So it's okay to, yeah, this pencil is finished. I'm going in with the Benefit Precisely, my eyebrow pencil. And honestly, when my eyebrows are threaded, which I did this morning, I don't really feel them. Yeah, I really have been blessed with a brow. I am a hairy babe, so I got hair, child. But yeah, so I mean, there's no shame in having shortcomings in a relationship. There's no shame in, having triggers, having things you need to work on. I just think it's the name of the game. And I think that's honestly one of the best parts of being in a relationship, like being able to learn more about yourself and seeing where you can become better and get better. And also, I think what's really helped me choose better people is honestly not being willing to compromise. I know love's about compromise, so not in that way, but like not being willing to compromise when it comes to some of the things that I want. Sometimes you really like someone, but they aren't doing this thing, and then you assume that, maybe if I like them more or we date more, I don't know actually I don't know what the rationale is, in people's minds, but I know that sometimes we're just like, okay, cool, maybe things will work out if I try a little harder, if I talk about this thing more. Like, no, if it's not there whilst you're dating. And I always say, when you're like casually dating or starting to see someone, you should be prancing around for one another. You should be twirling. You should be putting your best foot forward. So if someone is struggling to put their best foot forward in the early stages, what makes you think that they'll be able to do that when you're together? Like in a relationship, properly. What makes you think that you can change this person? That these things are going to come to them naturally? They're not, Bevs. They're not. So what you see is what you get. And that for me has been a revelation. Because who you are in the talking stage is who you will be when we're dating, if not better, obviously. I do think that when you get to know someone on a more personal level, things have the opportunity to get better. But like, if the things that are not being done, for the most part, they're not going to be done then. Yeah, and again, I'm not really someone who likes to like date. I can see you with the intention of dating. Like, for me to be a shorty, to say, okay, yeah, Jola, I just feel like a lot has to happen, or rather I have to spend enough time with you to kind of know what it is that I'm getting myself into. So like, I can see someone and the intention can be dating, but if I just feel like Sethulega, babes. Sethulega. And that's okay. And I think also that confidence of just being alone comes from the fact that like, I'm okay single. Like, woo, I'm good. I don't feel like I need someone. When someone comes into my life, they're purely an addition. It is nothing more than that. It's not that I can't live if living is without you. And that's what dating was in my early 20s. Like, you find someone, you latch onto them, your whole personality is them, your whole persona is them, and it just gets really weird. So I think that when you really grow into yourself and trust yourself as a person, you realize that like, when I'm coming into something, I'm coming into it whole, baby. We can be two whole pieces together. But like, you're not making me, I'm not making you. We can learn from one another. We can support one another. I'm gonna turn on my fan. Because, what? You can be good for one another without like needing one another or feeling like you're crippled without the other person. Like, no. Also, I wish I put less pressure on myself when it came to dating in my early 20s. I think that I was aware of what my principles were, but I wasn't ready to live them. And I think that they were a very big commitment for a very young guru who was being exposed to the world, to all of the boys, to what existed at the time. So yeah, I think I wish that I had not put the pressure of like dating for marriage and like wanting to be a wife and like taking on the characteristics of what I thought a wife was or what I was being told a wife is, and just allowed myself to be young and a little bit reckless and to make mistakes, and that's okay. I think sometimes when you just fosterize things, it doesn't work. And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, cool, everything that I feel more aligned with the things that I know that I want, and I feel prepared to be them and to do them. Because sometimes you can be like, oh, I'm about this, I want this, I'm gonna do this, and you're just not necessarily ready to live that life, because it does come with sacrifices, and it does come with putting someone first, and it does come with all of these things, and sometimes like, bro, you want to be young, you want to see what there is. So I don't want people to like rush getting into a relationship either, because and also, don't do things out of being lonely. Yo. I know sometimes it's hard, all of your friends are being spoiled. But yeah, and I think sometimes it can be very tempting as a single friend to be like, oh my goodness, like everyone in my life currently has someone and I want that for myself. And then you start having a partner or looking out of loneliness, and it's just like you're now accepting things that you would normally never accept or would have accepted for yourself, just because you don't want to be alone. Like, guys, I think it's so important to learn to be okay alone. Also, the relationship you have with yourself is the building blocks for the relationship you'll have with everyone else. So if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, if you can't spend time with yourself, like, I don't think it's going to translate that well when it comes to romantic relationships either, so yeah, I know being single is not fun sometimes, but like, learn to enjoy it, learn to have fun in it, learn to find things that you like about it. You may not like all of it, and that's completely okay. But I think that like there's stuff to enjoy in the process, and be about that, instead of just crying all the time. Also, one thing about life and one thing about God, I just feel like he brings things when you are content in being single and content being by yourself. When you are like crying all the time and you're like, oh, I want this thing, like for some reason he just doesn't do it. Guys, I'm going in with my MAC, the Dark Deepest. It is a skin finish natural mineralize. Anyways, I've had it for so long, it is a bit broken, but I normally just go over my contour with that. So yeah, don't rush it. Like, it's okay if you're alone on this Valentine's Day. Doesn't mean you're gonna be alone the next one. And just learn to celebrate yourself. Like, I am gonna do something with Nosipo tomorrow. It's gonna be a Nyansimba Gals Valentine's Day. You guys are actually gonna be seeing this on Valentine's Day, so I'll be doing something with Nosipo today, just to like celebrate the love that I have in my life, the love that I have through my friends, the love that I experience through my sister, love on myself a bit. Sometimes I think we also just wait for a romantic relationship to experience like romance, and it's like, I can romance myself, I can do nice things for myself, so in the meantime I should do that. Like, if I want flowers, if I want to be taken out, like, I can do that for myself. You don't always have to wait for someone to do it. Obviously, it's so much nicer when someone else does do it for you. But yeah, like, I think learn to romanticize your life even when you are single, and learn to celebrate yourself and just give yourself what you want. Like, if you want a partner who's going to give you what you want when you want it, I think you should also be in the business of giving yourself what you want. Over my blush, I'm going in with Yardley. I cannot see the name of the shade. I got it in a PR pack a very long time ago, and I really like it. It kind of matches the liquid blush. And I don't know, like, I'm also playing around with blushes. Like, what I put on today is very pink. My normal babe is this MAC Raisin. I love her. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to go a bit lighter. But let me know in the comments what you guys are doing for your Valentine's Day, who you're celebrating with, and if you do have a special person in your life, I love that for you. Continue to just blossom and dwell within love. Like, oh, be about it. I love seeing I love a girl and I love a boy. I just love people in love. Like, I think it's such a beautiful thing, and no one should shame you. No one should make you feel weird about the fact that you love your partner. Also this thing of like, boys can't simp too much for their girlfriends, or you don't want to be a lover girl too much because what are people gonna say? Are people in your relationship? Like, what's most important here? The opinions of others, or just truly showing up for your partner and loving them in the best way that you can possible? I don't. I'm actually only gonna braid after the assembly.
Oh, okay, perfect. So then maybe next week, are you free? Let me know maybe I got on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's fine.
To do like a sew-in, like a kinky straight sew-in.
Okay, I can do that.
Alright, cool. But also,
And then for the red hair, I'm thinking like full curls, like not too curly, because it has to give like principle. And in last year's reel, I had the brown hair and it was straight, so I wanted to be different.
Oh, okay. Do you know what the inch you're going for?
Oh no, child, anything. I'm easy.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Also, it's moved to Friday now, so
Yay!
yeah, you have more time. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Bye. I'm now going in with my Hyper Real Glow. You can tell that I've had her for a while. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a weird thing to say, but I feel like I'm really growing into the partner that I know I want to be. And I am her now, you know, like I really have made strides in certain areas. But yeah, I just think that like the more I grow into myself, the more I heal myself, the more I deal with my insecurities. Like, I really just don't want to be an insecure partner. I don't want to be... I want to like work on my attachment styles, you know, just be very okay with the fact that like the person I end up with will be their person, their own person with their own life. And I am a person with my own life as well. And as much as like our lives will cross, Nyana, the English is gone. But as much as our lives will, I want to say cross-pollinate. Like, where am I getting this English from today? As much as our lives, okay, will cross one another and they'll be present in mine and I'll be present in theirs, they're still their own person. And I just want to become okay with that and comfortable with that, you know. And also like trust is such a big thing. Being able to trust what your partner is doing when you aren't around them is NB. I don't think you can be in a relationship without trust. I mean, you can, but I don't think it'll be a peaceful relationship. I don't think you'll have the best time. But yeah. Okay, I am now going in. I've had this forever. I'm so proud of myself. I don't know why I'm proud of myself, because I just felt like I would have lost her. But my MAC Studio Fix, it is in the shade NC44.5. Yeah, Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. I just feel like it brings everything together and makes sure that it stays in place. I don't like put too much, because I want to look cakey. But I do put foundation. I know they like say go down, but like I go down because I have, again, hormonal acne that has been ravaging me as of late. So I just have some like acne scars down there. So that's actually my favorite part of makeup. Well, doing my makeup right now is just knowing that I can hide them. Not ashamed of them, you know what I'm saying? But it's just nice to not deal with them, think about them, see them when I got a face on. But yeah, guys, I hope you really have a good Valentine's Day. Whatever it looks like, whoever it is that you're celebrating with, just have a good one. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate how far you've come in terms of your relationship with yourself, in terms of your relationship with your person and your partner. And no, it's not normal to be with someone who does not want to celebrate a Valentine's Day. And no, we're not falling for the I celebrate you every single day. That is a lie. That is a scam. And that person is fraudulent. I'm sorry. Like, I don't get that thing. If you do celebrate me every day, why is it that you can't celebrate me on the day of love? Like, if you celebrate me every day, then Valentine's Day is also another day. So just do the right thing. So if you're dealing with someone who's telling you like, I celebrate you when I can. It's just like, say you don't have the means. Saying you don't want to, say you hate me. Say those things. Like, don't be talking about like, oh, every day is Valentine's Day. Because for the most part, the people that do say that, every day is not Valentine's Day. You're not being celebrated every single day. And even if you are, again, celebrating me every day, it's a day of love. Get into it. Get into it and be about it. So yeah, Nosi and I are actually gonna go play paddle tennis. Paddle. You guys know what I mean. I don't have lashes anymore because I'm so used to having extensions, and I'm taking a break just for my eyelashes also. I have these that I wore at a shoot. They're quite curly, but these are like quite crazy the last time I had them on. Then I have these as well, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards these than I am those, so give me a second. Okay, whilst I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry, my setting sprays are, I use the Maybelline Lasting Fix. Yeah, especially when it's just hot and I want her to stay on. She does the job. I'm gonna dry that. And then my lip combo, which I love, it's so simple. I don't do a lot to my lips. I use the MAC Chestnut lip pencil. I think it's like the perfect brown. Haven't really tried anything else, to be quite honest, but like very happy with it. So I just didn't see a need to try anything else. If you guys are gonna see what my pencil looks like, and it's crazy. It melted in my bag and then it became like this blob, but it just makes it so much easier to apply, so I haven't really changed that. Okay, this is what chestnut be looking like. And then, honestly, I'm such a Fenty lip gloss babe. Like, I do not know what I was doing before. Actually, I was using Essence, which I still like. It's like my daily lip gloss because Fenty's 2 million. The Maybelline, I'm forgetting what it's called, but I know it's, actually, I think I have it. I do, I still have one. It's just covered in powder. The Lifter Gloss from Maybelline is definitely like a Fenty dupe. It's like, the formula is amazing. It's kind of thick. Oh, this color's so pretty. Why don't I wear this anymore? I forgot about that, but that's what it looks like. Like, what a pretty pink. Yeah, it's creamy. I love her. I bought my first Fenty sometime last year and I've just been obsessed. My go-to color, my fave babe, is definitely Fussy. I love the heat. I love the tantalizing of the stuff on the lips, you know what I'm saying? But recently I bought this, which is Hot Cherry, which I also really, really like. Like, it has like a more red tint, and I don't know what I'm going for today. But I feel like I'm gonna go with Fussy. Just keep it quite neutral, nothing crazy. I used to have a lipstick that I'd put on, but like for my day-to-day, I don't add another color to the combination. I just let it be. I'm waiting for my lashes to dry properly. I actually went for the other pair. I realized that the one lash is longer than the other and I don't have scissors with me, so I was just like, okay, well, I don't know how the makeup artist made it work that time, but yeah, I'm not gonna come and bother myself. My final setting spray is the Switch Beauty Hyper Hero Spray. I love it. I feel like it just blends your makeup. I know that may not be a thing, but it adds like the perfect finish, the perfect, like, I'm not a matte girl. I do like a dewy look, so this is my girl for sure. Also, what's crazy is that, like, before using the setting powder that I'm using now, I would have to cover my eyes because every time I would set or use a setting spray, like, sometimes it would crack my concealer. And I know that was a me thing more so than the product thing, but like, just the fact that now I can just on my face and not have any problems is such a good thing. Another thing, I think that, like, dating can be really challenging in today's day and age where everyone has a say about everything, about the person you're with, about what your partner should be doing for you. And I think it's important to have like standards for yourself, but also just be very careful to not be swayed by social media. You know, I think sometimes like the platforms, the socials can make you care about things that maybe you just didn't really care about before. And I know it's good to bring light to certain things, but now you're stressed about something that wasn't really a necessity to you, or wasn't something that you really wanted, or something that you cared for, but because all of the girlies are now getting, I don't know, designer, you expect that from your partner. I don't think that's realistic. For me, I always say, like, I just want to feel considered with what that person has. So let me know that I'm on your mind, you know, let me know that you're thinking of me, that, you know, like, you overheard that I like this little thing and you bought it for me. Like, do what you can. Someone not doing anything at all is definitely not what I'm advocating for, but like, just be very careful to put on societal standards on your relationship. I feel like a relationship is between two people. What you're comfortable to receive, what you're comfortable to do should be between the two of you and no one else. So yeah, that's actually why I left Twitter, well, X. I just felt like it's just too many opinions, too many people telling me how I should live my life, like what I should expect as a Han. And honestly, I think I fell for it at some point. I was just like, okay, I want A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And I mean, I do, but like, there are just certain things that are far more important to me, like your character, like your relationship with God, like whether you're a family person, whether you're kind, whether you're honest, you know, like more so than like the materialistic things. So yeah, just be true to yourself and enjoy that for yourself, you know what I'm saying? I'm now going in with my mascara. Obsessed with this mascara. It's dirty because it's old, but I'm actually not quite sure what it's called. And the label, like there's no label or name. It's from MAC. But whenever I don't wear lashes, this is my girl. Like I feel like she really vocalizes my small and lashes. And I appreciate her so much for that. Like, love her. Also, yeah, I don't know, like, in this day and age, it also kind of feels like everyone is just trying to play with other people's feelings, always trying to get one up on someone. Like, people don't take things seriously, you know, and I don't like that. I think, like, I'm a very intentional person, and I've grown to be that much more intentional as I've gotten older. So, like, I don't want to faff. Like, I don't want to waste each other's time. I don't want it to not be rooted in genuineness and in intent and in love. Like, if it's just you're here to try and reverse me, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, so like when I date, I like to date. I don't like to play around, don't play games. I feel like playing games is for people who are single, so do that once you're single. Don't be crazy on my time, on my watch. You get me? But guys, this is the final look. I'm actually gonna move to better lighting. Yeah, and clip my hair a bit. I'm not angry at it. It's something I do want to do though. Just for that pizzazz. I'll like sometimes just put this in the corner of my eye. Honestly, it's also if I feel like the corners. I'm looking for something. Like if I feel like the concealer isn't really blending properly in the corner, I will do this as a distraction because then it doesn't show as much. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be smart, babes. Gotta be smart. Solve the problems nicely. Okay, but this is the final product. I'm not upset at it. I do feel like some things could have come out better, but for the sake of, I guess, time, this is me. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Most importantly, please enjoy Valentine's Day, okay? Make sure you celebrate yourself, celebrate your loved ones, celebrate your friends. Do something for yourself if someone isn't doing anything for you. That is not gonna stop the party. Okay, so yeah, from me to you guys, I hope you have a lovely day celebrating love in whatever way, in whatever capacity. Just make sure you have a good day today, okay? Genge. Until the next video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Okay, bye.